Hey guys. Okay, so it's finally here. Welcome to Charting 101. I am so excited about this. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. And also I want everyone to know I'm not an expert at this. Everything that I'm telling you is just stuff that I've learned through my own personal research. I am on cycle 12 TTC, so I've had quite a bit of time to research. And also, for those of you who know me, you know that I am slightly OCD and I tend to research the crap out of everything. So, yeah, I've had a long time to research this stuff. And this is something that I really enjoy and just wanted to pass along my knowledge to you guys. So this one is basically just the basics, like what is charting, what's the pros of charting, what's the cons of charting, and just, telling you just a little bit about charting. And throughout this series, I'm going to go into more details about every aspect of that, just to kind of break everything down for you. So basically, charting is documenting your fertility signs. Like I said, if you don't know that much about the fertility signs, we will be going into those in detail in future videos. So pros to charting, or why you would want to chart. It really helps you to kind of learn your body. It seems that when it comes to fertility, everyone's just kind of got this set thing in their mind, whereas which I think it's a lot better now, but a lot of times growing up you would hear, oh yeah, you have about a 28-day cycle, you ovulate around cycle day 14, and that's just not true. That's just an average. When you label it as far as like normal, I think that makes women feel that their body's not normal. So charting is great because it does basically show you what's normal for you. Because like I said, every woman is different. Don't feel bad if you ovulate later than some people, if you have a longer cycle, if you have a shorter cycle than you think you should. Basically, it's just about learning your body. And it's very empowering, or at least it was for me. When I first started charting, I thought I already knew a lot about my body and knew about how things worked, but I was kind of shocked to find out how much I did not know. So that was very empowering for me, just to know more about my body, what my body's doing, pretty much be able to tell at any given time whether or not I'm fertile. Charting can also help you to catch gynecological problems earlier, because you know what's normal for you and you know what's not normal for you. So if you're having these odd symptoms that are not normal for you, you know earlier to go get help. Charting can help you identify your most fertile times. It's effective when used correctly and consistently. It can help you pinpoint when and if you ovulate, which is a big one because I know a lot of women are always concerned about, did I actually ovulate? Because that's, apparently something that happens a lot. So that was really scary for me too when I first learned that you don't always ovulate. And charting is basically inexpensive to free. It's, you might want to buy some tools to go along with it, but other than that, there's really no cost to it. I'm going to show you an example, but as far as the charts go, you can print them off for free. You can get free copies of them. You can get apps that already have the charts in them, free apps. And another pro to charting is that there are no side effects that you have with other types of birth control or fertility treatments. Okay, some of the cons to charting. It can be stressful at first. That I just threw in there from personal experience, because I know when I first started charting, I was so frustrated. I was like, my body's not doing what it's supposed to do. It's not, I'm not having this kind of cervical mucus when I should be, or um, I'm not feeling this, that, and the other. My cervix isn't in the right place. Um, Once I started, I kept charting, and I calmed down a little bit more, and I realized, okay, every woman is different. Um, my body's doing the same thing every month around the same time. Um, this is right. You know, my body's doing what it's supposed to do. So, yeah, if you start charting, just remember the first cycle, probably in the first couple cycles, are going to be really stressful because there is no set chart, you know, that you're supposed to, your body's supposed to look like. So, that was a little bit concerning for me at first, but feel much better about it now. It requires diligence. It requires consistent and accurate record keeping, which that has been probably the biggest problem for me, and the hardest one being the basal body temperature. Very hard for me, especially the getting up at the same time and taking your temperature. It is more challenging for women with irregular cycles, and so those are the cons of charting. I'm going to show you a few examples of charts. Unfortunately, when I printed these out, I did not have much time, and I did not realize till I was out of time that these are horrible. I don't even know if you're going to be able to see them, but I'm still going to show you just to give you a basic example. And all these that are on the single sheets of paper, I just Googled printable fertility charts, and it brought me these. Okay, so yeah, you probably really can't see that very well, but that's an example. And this one's going to be the best example because it's the biggest. Be right there. And then you've got some basic ones too. Looks like this. And then I've got two books actually that have charts in them. One is the What to Expect Before You're Expecting. This is much larger. Okay. And these are just kind of examples. And this is on the Taking Charge of Your Fertility. It's in the back of that book, and you would just copy. See, it's got a place up here for what cycle you're on. And yeah, so it's got, so basically what you're looking for on these charts, like I said, there are some that you can have a whole bunch of stuff on, or you can have just the basic charts. It's really up to you. That's what's kind of so cool about this. What's on the basic chart is basically the basal body temperature, cervical mucus, and cervical position, feel, and whether it's open or closed. Some other things that you can put on your charts, things that I like this one on Taking Charge of Your Fertility. It's got just a little section called Miscellaneous, and every month, on the same day of the month, it's got a breast exam on there, just to remind you to go ahead and give yourself the breast exam, which is kind of cool because that can help you detect early breast cancer. It just helps remind you to do that kind of stuff. Other ones, this one's kind of cool because it has a little space for thoughts and feelings, and it's got a place that says ways I relax this month. I personally use Fertility Friend. It's an app that I put on my phone, and I really like it. It's got the basal body temperature. It's got a space for cervical mucus / fluids. It's got one for cervical position. It has a space for OPKs, and it also has a place for Ferning microscopes. it has several spots for symptoms, and that's one thing I really like, is you can put down what different symptoms you had and what days you had them, because a lot of people, PMS symptoms and pregnancy symptoms are so similar that it really helps to see what is normal for you, what symptoms are normal for you to have. Most of them have a space for you to check off when you baby dance, and each cycle, you'll have a new chart for each cycle. Each cycle starts on the first day of your period. And then, like I said, a lot of them have miscellaneous spaces for you to write down certain things. Fertility Friend has a ton of more options. These are just the options I picked for my chart. So yeah, charting is really awesome, and you can just customize it to whatever you like. There's like this one. I think this one is really cool. This one up here, this has the temperatures, and it's also got the cervical mucus and when you baby danced. And it's got what type of thermometer you used. Just all these are just really cool. And they're very customizable. Like I said, you can pretty much print one out and use it over and over, or you can print one out and use it as a guide and make your own, or you can use it as an app on your phone. So that is it for the basics of charting. Like I said, I'll be going through each aspect individually, just to give you more details. If there's anything in particular that you'd like to know more about sooner rather than later, let me know in the comments, and then I can maybe bump that up higher if it was lower on the list of videos to do. But that is it for this video, guys. Subscribe so you don't miss any more, and give it a thumbs up, and share if you know someone that's interested in charting. I will talk to you guys later.